Hello and welcome back to another edition of the General Stone Screen Capture Extraordinaire. This is where I, the General of all binary options, get on the camera, or at least on the screen share side, and show you guys how to log in, make some serious profit, make some simple trades, and how to use some pro charts. So here we can see I'm on the G Options trading platform. I'm going to click login right here, and in the meantime let's go and have a look at the chart, shall we? So once again I'm back on the euro dollar. As you can see, I've still got my lines that I've been using for the last few days, and you can see that today's been a real monster. We've come all the way down, way below where we felt support was going to be, and I think I did predict that that price was going to touch down in the 135 section, maybe 135,700 or so before Friday, before tomorrow, the non-farm payrolls. Right now you can see that we've come straight back up the other side, and it's very tempting to feel very quickly that, hey, you know, there's been a big break in the trend, or there's been something absolutely major happen. Obviously, leading up to the event of the non-farm payroll, you have all sorts of secondary reports that filter through before and after that do genuinely really move that market price in very big ways. I'm still a very basic trader. I like to use simple math. I like to use my instincts. I like to use that theory of what goes up must come down, as basic as that might come across. The indicator that you can see on my chart right now is the MACD. For anyone that doesn't know about charting indicators, go and check out investopedia.com. You've got all the information on every indicator ever built over there, or obviously come see me on Skype and we can do some training. As you can see right now, current market trading price is roughly 136,593. I'm having a look at the trading platform right now. Let's get over to the focused view. I made another 5-6 grand yesterday. When we left off on the last video, I think I finished off at about 154,000. I ended up making a couple of trades and getting up to 160 and change yesterday, which was good. But having a look at the price right now, if I get in to the 1 minute view, it's quite interesting, because in my mind, you know, one of two things are going to happen. I'm going to make some trades now and completely get them really seriously wrong, or I'm going to get them just right, because as I look through my different time frames of the charts, I can obviously see this big extended rise in price that's coming off the back of the economic news, but at the same time I'm very much aware that my inner instinct and my inner feeling after looking at this euro dollar every single day for a long time is that we're actually on a downward trend right now, and that what we're seeing, and this is a good bit of evidence here, is this is a fake breakout, a false breakout, a false negative, and then a false positive breakout. And what I'm expecting to see happen is to see a rebound and come back down inside the range that I feel it should be in. I cannot predict the future, but I'm going to definitely go and give it a good try. I'm going to get over to the 1 minute view so I can see a little bit more clearly where we're at exactly right now. Current price is about 136,620 and change. I'm having a look at my indicator down here, and I'm really seeing the volume pick up. And I think what I'm going to do quickly before I put a trade on is just actually put my stochastic RSI indicator back on the chart to have a bit of a better look and feel to where that volume is right now. A lot of it's visual, a lot of it's from experience. Don't expect to be able to use these indicators as smoothly as I can on and off, but I think that with practice and when you train yourself, you can pick up anything at all that you want. And as always, myself and my dedicated team of warriors for binary are always available on Skype to do some training and schedule some calls. Right now, since I've been speaking to you, I'm seeing pretty much the best price I've seen since I turned the video on, 642 at the end. And I'm going to have a look at the next 15-minute available expiry for the euro dollar on the G Options trading platform. So I can see here I'm being offered 636, 634, 638, better than market price. I'm going to get stuck in here immediately with a $2,500 trade. I'm going to take 638, please God. 637 I ended up taking away. As always, I'm going to come back to my chart. I'm going to put on my lines where I'm entering these trades, and as you can see, if I zoom in a little bit, I've got a better than market price for that trade, which is always a pleasure. So if I can just get it on 37, won't let me, so I'm just going to have to move that. Maybe I need a new mouse. I can't quite get the sensitive range there to get it just that one decimal place where I want it. Going back to the trading platform, what do you know? Immediately, quite strongly in the money. And the interesting thing is that I'm still getting a better than market price on my offer price. So I think what I'm going to do is take another $2,500 trade. I'm just going to check back on the price here. It's a shame I wasn't a little bit quicker there. I'll take that 89. So I've gotten here 589. Two trades at better than market price. Feeling good so far, and we've obviously got quite a bit of time before expiry. We've got a full 15 minutes before expiry. So in the meantime, what I'm going to try and do is maximize the profit that I'm seeing on these trades, and I'm setting myself up to be very, very big on the overall risk outlay for this section. I'm going to try and make $50,000 profit or more, so I hope that you can stick with me for this video. I know that 10-15 minutes is a long time to be watching any YouTube video, but I hope that if you stick with me on this one, you'll see me show you just how simple it can be to make absolutely massive, dramatic profits. Having a look back on the charts right now, I'm getting pretty much at market price, so I'm going to take that trade right here with 5k. Just going to let it process and update. I'll take that at 588. As always, going back to my chart, taking out a horizontal freehand line. Just need to double check there. 588 was the last price we got in there. Oh, wrong button, don't mind me. Let's just zoom in a bit, that might make it a bit easier for me. Lovely. So you can see right now that I've actually got one extra line. I've actually got 3 positions open, and we can see right now I'm currently in the money. I've got $10,000 of open trade risk, currently looking in the money for profits for a total return of $18,500, so $8,500 in the money right now. And would you look at that euro dollar, she is behaving pretty nicely for me so far. It's always nice when I make these trades and she moves immediately in my favor. I know not to speak too soon, even though I just did, so I'm probably going to have to adjust in a moment. But for the meantime, I'm just going to go out to the hourly view, have a little bit of an extended view here, because what I'm hoping will happen is that this candle will actually destabilize, and what we'll see is some symmetry. We'll see some red sell candles coming down completely the other side of this false breakout, and it might be that the range that I've got my euro dollar trapped in right here needs to be adjusted, or it could be that I've got it spot on and it's going to come straight back down in that range. But for the meantime, I'm going to keep trying to take the right prices. So right here, you know me by now, if you've watched my videos, I'm going to continue to take $5,000 positions and update my charts. So I'm just going to put in another position here with my lines. I managed to take 603. And pretty much anything above 136,600, I'm going to target and attack. I'm going to attack the price. Attack, attack, attack that price. And if it keeps going down a little bit further, I'm going to continue to put some more complementing trades in there also. But if I go down for the meantime, you can see that I've now got 4 trades showing green and in the money. I've got, well, roughly just about in and out, but it's roughly $15,000 worth of open trade. Potential return, if it stays as it is and they're all green, is going to be something like $12,000 profit, but that's not enough for me. And we've got some pretty lengthy amount of time before expiry. So again, I might be a bit of a greedy guts, but I am very tempted to continue bashing away at this euro dollar as much as possible. So current market price is about 136,601, 602. I'll take another trade of 5k. As promised, I'm above that 600 mark, so I'm going to take that. And I'll take one exactly at 600 if I can take it. Yep. So again, coming back to the chart, zooming in a little bit, taking it 602, and exactly at 600. There we go. So quite a few lines right now, and you can see that I'm quite overly extended in the middle. And let me go back to the reasons behind why I'm really attacking this so aggressively. If we go back out, we can really see how much this little breakout has put the more recent prices to shame. You know, we've had a nice general sloping trend, economic news hits the market, bang, it goes crazy. And at this point, what I'm hoping to see happen, of course, is for it to come down the other side nice and symmetrically, at least for the meantime. At the end of the day, I'm gauging with basic mathematics, so It could be that the overall trend has actually switched and it's going to be coming up in price from here. But I'm speculating that even if that's going to be true, that because this is the highest price we've seen for days and days and days, after a massive rise, you've got to remember that we were down here before we started coming up in price. So we've had a massive boost to the price. And in the meantime, my feeling is even if it's going to continue going up and up and up, it has to retrace a little bit. What goes up must come down at least temporarily. So my chart's looking a little bit messy here because I've got so many lines, but let's get back to the trading platform. You can see right now I've got $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $25,000 of open trade, and my current estimated return is $46,250. So at the end of the day, $21,000 profit, nice and solid, feels really good. It's not over yet, so I'm not going to count my chickens too much before they hatch, but I am going to continue to try and find opportunities to trade on this asset, at least before the time remaining runs out to trade on this pair and this particular expiry. So I can see that the current market price is roughly 136,583. I really feel that we're going to be coming down and further down from where we are right now, and what I'm going to do is just break that trade amount down because the price is quite a bit lower than my other positions. Just going to check back. I'll take that 578. I would have preferred 580, but I wasn't quick enough. I can see the price is really moving around now, so I'm going to cancel that trade and have a look. Let's see what it's being offered to me at. I didn't take that trade in the end, and I think it's a good thing too because the price is just skidding around that 580 mark. So realistically, I'd love to get in a bit higher. I do feel it's going to be coming down, so I'm going to have a look at the ticks. The ticks are making me feel very confident on my opinion, so I'm actually going to get back here. I'm going to take that 582 with another 5k. Let's put in the line on the chart just in a moment. I'm just going to see if I can take another 580 somewhere. There we go. I'll take that too. So let's go down here, 582 and 580 I've got to put on my chart. Let's just zoom in here a little bit. 580 and 582. You can see a little bit risky on those positions because the price is right above it just for now, but I'm going to continue as always to take the price. So I've just taken 591. Let's put that in there. And what a good thing too, look at that, straight back down the other side. So I've now got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, $40,000 of open trade with a potential return of $74,000. That's $34,000 profit. And you're watching me do this live, people, in less than 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's not taking us a long time to set the charts up and to make our trades. It's not a difficult thing once you get into the flow. And I think anyone that speaks to me on a regular basis, they get enamored by the way in which I believe in what I'm doing. And I think it's a huge amount of what we do as traders is having that self-belief in what we're doing. Look, it's giving me a better than market price. I'm going to take it with another trade. And I'll take another trade on it. Like I said to you guys, I want to make an absolute fortune on this expiry. I want to blow your minds with this video. I want to show you exactly what can be done when you've got that confidence in your action. And at the end of the day, losses, they happen. I might end up taking a pretty hefty loss, but I'm using basic maths to guide my decisions. So I've just taken some more trades here, 583, 584, 580. Get back to the chart, 584, 583, and look at that price now. It's down at 560. Still giving me a better than market price. I'm going to take that at 573. Look back at the charts for a minute. I'm going to take it again, 573. So I've now got 10k more open risk on 573, which is still a better than market price. So 2 trades there. Now let's have a look down. Oh, one of those was 567, excuse me. So that's over here. So currently, it's giving me opportunities to take even more and even more trades here, which is fantastic for me if they all come through. I'm running out of time a little bit in terms of what I'm able to trade before the expiration runs out. Just waiting for this trade to process here. The reason why it can take a few seconds sometimes like that is you can see that this price is moving very rapidly up and down, and the platform tries its best to catch up to what's going on with the more recent price. And sometimes it can take a few seconds, but you can see that I'm still quite aggressively taking these prices. Another one there at 578. If I zoom out a little bit, it looks a bit messy indeed, but as we zoom in here, we can see that a large majority of all of my positions are way above where the current market price is right now. And if I have a look at the tick charts and have a look at the way the volume indicators are showing me, I can see that it's just bumping up a little bit now, but I can also really feel instinctively that we are going to be coming down and further down and further down from where it is. So I'm going to get back to the platform. It's giving me 582 again. I'm going to keep taking trades here just to balance out some of the risk, and hopefully to show off to you guys that I can make absolutely insane amounts of profit. So I'm going to continue to take these trades. I know that the candles must be going a bit crazy, which is fine, and obviously I'm just going to pretty much put everything I've got on this one to take this price, to target this price, to commit to this price, to commit to my trades. You don't have to trade these massive amounts that I'm doing. You can do it on a smaller scale. The principles are still the same. It is nerve-wracking. My hands do get sweaty. I am a human being, and obviously when I wear trousers they need to have special reinforcements to carry my you-know-whats around. So I'm just going to take that now. One last trade there, 582. See if I can just get in one more cheeky trade at 582. Maybe just one more. No, it's going in the 70s. That's enough for me. So my friends, let's have a look at these open positions, shall we? You can see what my potential returns are right now. That's 231,000, sorry, 240,000, 250,000. And what do you know? Look at that price. I didn't have time in the frantic moments to put all my lines in, forgive me there, but obviously I took a large amount of trades and we can see them all here. So let's count the positions together and work out how much overall risk we've got. 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, $100,000, $110,000, $120,000, $130,000, $135,000 open risk, with a total estimated return of $249,000. Almost 30 grand if the price stays where she is. How long have we got before expiry? 2 minutes, just under. Now, while this is finishing, obviously I'm nervous as hell because I know that it's close. A majority of my positions are pretty much safe and secure, but anything can happen. I'm feeling very confident, so for the meantime, let's have a look at the extended view. And what do you know? That candle did destabilize. It is looking like it's coming down the other side. And this is fantastic because even after these trades, if that is to be true, I can continue to follow it further down and further down and further down, making more and more and more profit. There's got to be a point that you stop, and I really feel personally after a heavy session like the one that I'm doing right now, even if you really see that the trend is continuing in your favor, there's something about having a bit of humble respect for the market. It's like walking away from the poker table when you've won 20 nice hands. Sometimes it's very difficult when you're winning and winning to walk away, but there's got to be a point. So between you and me, I always keep my session to a very limited amount of time because I know that I'm crazy. I know that I'm a monster, and I know that it's addictive. For the meantime, I feel so happy that I managed to get in on this high section of price there, because the current price is sitting way below there. If I go back to the charts right now, we've got less than 20 seconds left, and I'm going to realize $100,000 and more profit. So the balance when I started was $160,000 with some change. So let's see in a couple of seconds what happens here. Looking back at the price, we've won these trades by a clear country mile, and there we go, expiration. So let's just refresh the page. There are a huge amount of trades there to be refreshed. So obviously, in terms of total value risk, I think it was about $135,000 total risk. And here's my balance, ladies and gentlemen, $275,000, or should I say $275,441.27. And just to prove it to you that it's all nice and live, that's why I do these videos, so that you guys can basically know 100% this is legitimate. This isn't use your credit card, Mr. Scam time. This is the real deal, showing you how it's done. And look at these positions. $5,000 win, 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 win. I mean, there must be 3 pages worth. $5,000 wins. And for every $5,000 trade that I've won, I'm getting back $9,250. I've just made $115,000 with you guys watching in 15 minutes using a basic free net Dania chart, a well-known set of indicators that I barely use and look at, and some horizontal simple lines to mark and trap the range and to also trap my trades. This has been your General Stone, another successful trading exercise from me. Anyone that wants to know how to do this on any level, there is only one place to trade binary and Forex in the world today as far as I'm concerned, and that is goptions.com, global options and Forex. This is your General signing out. All the best.